So the opening weekend of the Premier League served up so much excitement, and the Sports 101 team is here live at Red Mango Apartments to dissect all the major talking points. If you're watching us and you want to come to Takoradi and you're looking for a place to stay, I could better recommend Red Mango Apartment for you. Great scenery, best rooms, and a wonderful ambience.
Players are like always thinking that
God bless your hand.
The best teams always win. I mean, more like Jose Mourinho would go like his team doesn't deserve to lose.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Kofi, I've always personally, I'm also baffled by that saying, but I think that you see those who throw around that narrative may be coming from the point that teams that play all the attacking football, teams that play all the possessive football, teams that create all the chances, but they usually do not end up winning. But you see, best is relative. Mm-hmm. I could be best at defending, so much so that you will not score a single goal. I will create just one chance and win. Am I best? Am I good? Yes. Because I've mastered...
So in the game of football...
Yeah.
In the final analysis, there has to be a winner.
There has to be a winner.
So yes, if you have a chunk of the possession and you're unable to maximize it, I perfect my act and eventually hit you with a goal. I am the best. You don't think so?
That's why I'm saying that teams or people who throw around that narrative are coming from the perspective that the best teams do not always win are the team that create all the chances, the team that play all the football. But no. If a team is good at defending, has perfected the act at defending, and has been able to prevent you or have been able to prevent you from scoring, are they good? Yes. Most of the time, I think we do not shine light on defensive play. Yes, football is all about goals, but the act of also ensuring that the other team does not put the ball at the back of your net is also something that credit needs to be given to. So for me, I think that narrative is a bit, bundled around wrongly. Anytime people say that, they look at it in the light that teams that create the best of chances, teams that possess the ball very well, teams that literally have the opportunity to win, but they do not capitalize on all of that. But they forget to look at the other side. One who is able to defend and defend so well.
You're not playing, but
I'm playing actually.
So who's leading?
Yeah.
Who's leading?
He's the one leading.
Okay, so a scenario has to do with Owen thinking that even when Real Madrid had beaten Liverpool, he so thought at the time that Liverpool was still the best side. Does that really make sense when Real had run away with a trophy? And then Owen, that's Liverpool remained the best team.
I want to go with what Lucky was saying. You see, best is a superlative and best is relative based on whatever you're talking about. But unfortunately, first we have to talk about the person talking.
I'm out.
The person talking, what is the position that the person was playing?
I'm out.
And what was again to, I think you won. I think you won.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. You have to align with who is talking. Where is the person coming from? First of all, I wouldn't want to really sound mischievous, but this is an ex-Liverpool player who is also an ex-Madrid player, but he's more of an
inclined to Liverpool.
Yes, he's inclined more to Liverpool because at least he won a lot of laurels there more than that of. So I wouldn't want to really go there. But talking about...
I don't want us to center the conversation on what Michael Owen said. It had to do with the saying that, yes, even when Real had won the Champions League, he still thought, Liverpool were the best team. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's what I'm saying, that we are ambiguously using the best for the underplayed, or what you call it, the team that actually creates a lot of chances. That is our perception of best. We see that any player or any team that plays a defensive or anything other than attacking is not the better team.
Exactly.
Which has been wrong. which has been on. There are lots of even coaches who have lambasted the idea of teams that defend too much. They are 19th century teams or 18th century teams, which is very, very appalling. Teams have played this in quotes poor type of play, which is sub best, and have won Champions League. Heleno Herrera did it in the 60s, the early 60s, with the Inter Milan. You talk about Vittorio Pozzo, he did it with the Italian team, 34-38. He won it. He won with a typically Catenaccio defensive. And you talk about the Italian team led by Paolo Rossi in 1982. It was a defensive team all throughout. They met the supposedly best team that never won the World Cup. That is the Brazilian team. Yes, but they never actually played as good as you thought they would be. Actually, didn't get the full set. So I think I'll take two.
That's fine.
They actually did not play that type of football. Brazil came with all the stars, started with the Jairzinho and the Zico and the rest, and they were termed to be the team that was not best.
Yeah,
the best team lost.
Yeah,
but I see that it's a perception that is only inclined to attacking teams,
which
is wrong.
Exactly,
which is wrong.
Exactly. Kofi, we've always placed a lot of premium on teams that attack, teams that create more, team that literally, in quotes, play the exciting football. But you see, football is not just played by team that just attack. You are a manager. You look at the materials you have at your disposal. Based on these materials, the best I can get is create a system that would neutralize the attack of other teams. So if I've perfected that act of neutralizing the attack of, let's say, a team like City. Let's use a team like City and a team like Stoke City. Stoke City obviously cannot compete with Manchester City on every department or in every department of the game.
I get this, but then let's attempt to rationalize what exactly they mean by the best team lost.
That is what I was talking about.
Let's rationalize that. Say the best team lost. What exactly do they mean when they?
That's why I'm saying that it is a statement that is ambiguously used only to favor attacking teams, creating chances. And there is this notion of perception that the very fact that you don't attack most, possess.
No, my point is that if you've lost, you can be better.
Yes.
If you've lost, how don't you say you were the better side?
On that bit, I think that, you see, I would disagree.
Who is leading?
I am. Okay. I would disagree a little bit. You can be better.
It is not about you being in disagreement with me. My point is that how would you lose and then tout yourself as being the best?
Because you are looking at every department of the game. Yeah. Did I control? Now we have statistics out there. I'm coming. You have statistics. Did I create all the chances? Yes, I created 20 chances, 20 goal scoring chances. Did I possess the game? I control the game in terms of possession, creating chances. The numbers favor me. That is when, sometimes you look back and say, man, I did everything right, but I did not win. So in that vein, you are justified because you created the best of chances. So you literally outplayed your opponent.
Then maybe you need to explain to me. Then, if you're describing the loser as the better side, how then would you describe?
That is what I'm talking about. You see, football,
the team that emerged, the victor.
What you are talking about is just like electing the player or the best player of the match, or let's say the best player of a tournament. It is not always all the time that it goes to the team that actually won. There are some times that there is a player in the losing side, but he put up an exceptional performance, and that is laudable. That needs to be commended. In the context of football, like Lucky was saying, my brother was saying,
so
if whatever you are doing, you do it and you do it well, and it plays out well, you are the best or the better of the two. That is what I believe. But you see, football does not always follow logic. That is one thing that we should also consider. You might put up every strategy, everything in place, but just that things will just not work out for you.
Exactly.
But it does not necessarily mean that the person that came
on this call, my question still remains unanswered. I'm saying that if you are describing that team that lost as a better side, how then would you describe the team that emerged victor?
The lucky side.
The
lucky side.
Really?
In that conversation, because listen, as much as we know that luck plays a crucial role in football, luck is very, no matter what, you need an element of luck to either go for you or go against you. If it goes against you,
create your own luck.
I do not subscribe to that. Listen, there are times. Let me give you a typical example. Chelsea Bayern Munich in that Champions League final.
That's in 2012.
2012. Bayern did. They hit the post. What didn't Bayern Munich do? But eventually, the game ended up in penalties. People have described penalties as luck. I do not believe it is luck.
When you talk about the 2012 Champions League, nobody remembers Bayern Munich.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying initially I don't subscribe to the saying the better team won. I do not subscribe to that. But there can be a situation where all the indices in the game, the possession, the chances created, everything goes in favor of the team that lost.
If you are better,
and I think there is also.
If you are better, it's simple. Win it.
No,
there is also an antecedent.
It doesn't always work that way.
If you are better, if you think you are the better side, win it.
It doesn't always work that way because certain element. I keep saying that there are always extraneous element of variables that come in play in football. There could be minor refereeing decisions.
When they were in their prime, when Barca were in their prime under the tutelage of Pep Guardiola,
they literally said,
yes, there were times that they went through some patchy moments, but even so,
they came out
the results.
That's
so what do you mean?
But there are times when this same Barcelona, have had a very terrible day and still have won.
So exactly,
my point.
So it fits into what I'm saying. That if you're a better side, win it.
Not so. You see, there are like I was saying, there are certain indices that can change the course of a game.
I don't
like refereeing decisions. Refereeing decisions.
Who's playing?
He's the one playing.
You have to.
For example, I don't always subscribe to the luck bit. I'm going with the German ideology.
Yeah.
With penalties, it will surprise you that until 2010, no German player had lost or has missed a penalty in the World Cup ever.
Penalties is an act.
Wait, because the Germans don't believe in that. Even before you play a penalty, they were of the assertion that even the structure of your foot, that is your foot, it has to have a specific shape before you play. They had a system. They never ever miss a penalty.
Okay, so what do you mean?
What I'm trying to say is
in the final analysis,
I'm trying to say that luck is not so much of something that we should say that by fault. It should be.
I'm saying that. So, are you by this saying that there are occasions that the better? You subscribe to that saying that there are occasions that the better side will lose. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying there are occasions. That better is what I want you
because
to
the better is relative.
The better is the relative.
It's relative.
It's like the Germans coming into the
It's very
relative.
I'm still baffled anyway. But maybe we can come back to do this, again. But I still don't believe anything as the better side lost. I still don't believe that.
We leave it to our viewers
anyway,
to join the discussion.
I won't.
Yeah, you won. You leave it to our viewers to join the discussion.
Are you the better side?
Because yes, the best. Exactly, because I won.
But I mastered a whole lot of. I put some strategies.
In the end, he didn't win. I won.
It was just because he had better cards than what I had.
Anyway, I won. That's what matters.
So you are the best.
Exactly.
And I wasn't lucky.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
Anyway, that's fine. But I won.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, guys, the discussion is out there. Does the better team always win? That's the narrative out there. What do you say? Is it true? Is it not true? Just join the comment section. Send in your comment. Let's engage in a very insightful and intellectual discussion. Do you subscribe to that assertion? Like we always say, subscribe to this channel, Sport 101. Follow us on all our social media platforms. As you can see, it's scrolling down the screen. My name is Lucky, and he is...
I do go by the name Kofi Mensah.
I'm Percy.
All right, we'll see you again next week.